Hello, and welcome to Job Search Resources for those 50-plus years of age and older, brought to you by the Ohio Means Jobs Geauga County Career Center. As of July 15th, 2022, the Ohio Means Jobs Geauga County Career Center will be located in the new Geauga County Administration Building at 12611 Ravenwood Drive, Chardon, Ohio 44024. My name is Lisa Sprouse, and I will be your presenter today. I am a part-time Geauga County Job and Family Services Career Center instructor employed through Auburn Career Center. I also have 25 plus years of experience in employment screening and recruiting. Whether you are unemployed or looking for your next job, but not sure where to turn for advice, support, or job postings, the OMJ Geauga County Career Center has put together this list of resources to help. We will be discussing 8 tips for success as found on themuse.com. We will cover updating your skills, optimizing your resume, finding the right environment, leveraging your experience, demonstrating your knowledge, practicing answering the hard questions, learning how to use video meeting and other tools, as well as why you don't want to limit your job search. First off, common mistakes job seekers over the age of 50 make is to read the job description and assume they wouldn't be a good fit because the role includes software they've never used. Don't take yourself out of the running before you understand what the job is all about. Maybe you're not familiar with specific software that's listed in the ad, but you have all of the other required skills needed to qualify for the job. So instead of passing up the opportunity, teach yourself how to use the software, going to maybe a YouTube tutorial or utilizing an online course. Anyone can use online classes to get certified in some of the most in-demand software programs. That would include maybe Amazon Web Services, systems applications, Hootsuite, Salesforce, etc. Then you can put that certification on your resume, and no one's going to pay attention to the dates that you graduated from college or graduate school. So in other words, if you can show an employer that you have the necessary qualifications and you're willing to learn new skills, that will help drown out any perception, fair or not, that you're quote unquote too old for the job. So it's probably been a while since you last updated your resume, and so you might want to rethink how you present your experience to ensure your application is competitive. Keep in mind that most resumes are no longer read by people first. Employers are now using what is called an ATS system, or applicant tracking system, that they use to organize information about candidates' backgrounds, identify which resumes to consider. And so you're going to want to make sure your resume follows modern best practices. For example, by reflecting the keywords used in the job description, using a design and format that won't trip up the software. Now, Ohio Means Jobs Geauga County has put together additional PowerPoint presentations and one that identifies in applicant tracking systems that you may want to take a look at. So anyways, age-based discrimination is illegal. It's still a good idea to make sure your resume doesn't reveal your age though. So only include the last 10 to 15 years of experience on your resume. Don't list your date of graduation or anything that can identify your age. Emails are one of the main things that we take a look at. If you're using a Hotmail or AOL email account instead of a Gmail, Yahoo, or other current account, it's really a sign of age. For some employers, having this Hotmail or AOL account might create a slightly negative response because these platforms are seen as outdated. So you want to control as much as you can. And this is going to be one area that you're going to need to take a look at. The other thing that we want to mention too is when you're putting together an email, don't put any numbers or dates in it. A lot of people will put in their year of birth or their year of graduation. And again, this is one of those identifiers that people don't really think about, but that can really have the employer focus from an age standpoint. The reality is that not every organization will be welcoming to older workers. And as a job seeker, you always want to make sure you find the right fit for you. You want to think about which companies value experience and target those. Many people think that they want to work at a well-known organization, but they may not be the right environment for everyone. You might find a better fit at a college or university that values the skills more mature employees bring to the table. You might also want to consider startups that aren't household names, but are looking for seasoned employees. Pay attention to companies' track records on diversity in general and age in particular. Do your research, try to reach out to current or former employees to ask about company culture, and make sure you're applying to organizations that treat workers of all ages the way you'd want to be treated and match any other criteria you might have. So during an interview, you want to talk about the depth of your knowledge and experience, as well as how you can help younger employees to learn and grow. Outline everything you bring to the table, whether it's managing people or budgets, being a strategic thinker, or having the ability to execute on other people's ideas. Discuss how you can help mentor individuals who are early in their career. Many companies struggle with how to train and grow the younger workforce, and one way companies can develop that younger staff is by pairing them with older, more experienced employees. So during the interview, you want to demonstrate your knowledge. You want to show that your experience is up to date, make it clear that you understand the most pressing issues in your field. And to do this, you'll want to ask colleagues which books and articles they're reading and which podcasts they're listening to, because having this knowledge will help position you as someone who is actively engaged in your field, and it'll give you relevant topics to discuss during interviews, as well as at professional networking events. Job candidates are often expected to demonstrate their knowledge of the company and its products and services, as well as how well the company is affected by industry trends and news. So don't just say that you've been following the company, show that you're following it closely enough to have something to say about what the company is doing. Now, you're going to want to practice answering those hard questions. Knowing how to respond to comments such as overqualified or too expensive is critical, because they're often used as an excuse to screen out older job seekers. If an interviewer says that you are overqualified for a position, questions whether you would get bored with the role, one way to answer is to say, I don't view myself as overqualified, but as someone who will bring added expertise to the company. You could also defy any assumptions that they may be making, unfair as they might be, by proactively explaining why you're so interested in the role. So you might say, I'm fascinated by this company because it's on the cutting edge of innovation, or say, this role is very interesting to me because it requires a strong corporate background and it's also highly collaborative with other functions. So, really being able to set forth why you feel that you are the right person for the job, and kind of squashing their overqualified thoughts is going to be beneficial to you. Now, the money aspect of this. If the question of compensation comes up, explain to the hiring manager why salary isn't the driving decision in your job search, if that's the case. So focus on why compensation being offered is enough for you, or why you believe that the role aligns with your long-term career goals. So you could say something like, I understand why you have that concern, but my priorities for my next opportunity are finding the right role, feeling inspired, and adding value to an organization that inspires me. Or something like, I'm at a point in my career where work-life balance is important to me, and although compensation may be lower than what I have made, working for a company such as yours provides me the work-life balance that I'm looking for, which is more important at this time than a high salary. Now, we want to look at how to use the video meeting and other tools that are out there that you may not necessarily be familiar with. So we kind of talked about being up to speed on the latest technology, software. You'll want to master the communication, the project management, productivity tools to be successful and effective. So some of these tools, such as Zoom, Google Meet, Teams, other video chat platforms, have become an essential part of the recruiting process. So if you're not sure how to use them, take a tutorial or watch a training video. Demonstrating that you can use these tools as you're interviewing eliminates any concerns a manager may have about hiring an older worker they might assume wouldn't be willing or able to learn how to use new technology. Now, networking. Networking is always crucial in a job search. It may be even more so for older job seekers. TheMuse.com estimates that 85% of the people who are over 50 find a job through networking rather than by answering a job posting, because resumes from older workers don't often end up at the top of the candidate pile. So to tap into this hidden job market, craft a 30-second pitch about the type of job you're seeking and share it with friends, former coworkers you've kept in touch with, and other contacts you run into or feel comfortable reaching out to. For example, you could say, I'm interested in putting my PR skills to work in the sustainability industry. Do you know of anyone I can talk with? Put together this 30-second pitch, and when you're out and about talking with people, make sure that that's on the forefront of your mind. So when you get introduced to someone, you reach out to learn more about their company, industry, or role. Rather than asking for a job, focus on questions about their role. What tools they use to do their job, whether they have taken any continuing education classes to support their work, what podcasts they listen to, and who they follow on Twitter. This will not only help you better tailor your resume and interview answers, but it'll also help you decide what type of job and work environments you want and which companies can provide that. Plus, as you build relationships and talk to more people about what you're looking for, you're more likely to be on people's minds when relevant opportunities come up. So knowing where to go to seek advice, get help building your resume, help with interviewing, or where to search for a job is important. And we've put together a brief list to help you get started. Career one-stop centers. These centers provide employment assistance to job seekers in over 2,000 communities across the U.S. To contact the Career One-Stop Center at the Ohio Means Jobs Geauga County Career Center, you'll want to call 285-1116. ENCORE NEO, they are a local nonprofit organization that focuses in Cuyahoga, Geauga, and Lake counties that help inspire men and women craft meaningful careers and satisfying lifestyles for the second half of their lives. So ENCORE NEO organizes, coordinates, and delivers a range of professional service and resources to help support people 50 and older in the needs of their second half adventures. Vantage Aging, they have a senior community service employment program. This program promotes the economic self-sufficiency of older adults age 55 and older by providing paid part-time job training in community service assignments. So located in 38 counties across Ohio, they provide a dual benefit to the communities it serves by improving job readiness of older workers while expanding the services provided by local nonprofit and government agencies. AARP has a variety of resources that we are going to just quickly go through. One is the Work Channel. The Work Channel provides information and education to help people age 50 plus find a job, help with their resumes, interviewing skills, negotiations, and explore a second career path. They can explore flexible work arrangements, consider self-employment, and more. There is the Back to Work 50 Plus program. AARP Foundation's Back to Work 50 Plus program helps older workers find better jobs by assisting with job training, career counseling, and networking. So you can learn more about job seeking strategies as well as gain the support of national and local job assistance partners. They have what is called Life Reimagined. Life Reimagined offers a work program that includes tips on getting reinvigorated about your job, setting goals, and becoming your own boss. You can take an online course, and that will help with your job search. The U.S. Small Business Administration, or SBA, provides information, one-on-one counseling and training at no charge to individuals who seek to start a business. Now that you're in your second half of your career, you may want to take a look and outline your background and say, what can I do? Can I become a consultant? Can I help mentor people? And maybe you want to start up your own business. So this is a place that you want to start first and foremost. Quintessential Careers. This is a comprehensive site for job search and career advice. You can use the search page to find articles geared for the 50-plus workers, including changing careers, resumes, age bias, and more. The 5 O'Clock Club. The 5 O'Clock Club is career coaching and outplacement network for professionals, managers, and executives. So they offer books, presentations. It is a membership fee-based organization. They do have some free articles available on their website, but this is just another one of those areas that during your job search that you can take a look at and see if there's any assistance that they can provide to you. So the key to finding a new job after age 50 is to focus on your expertise while also demonstrating your ability to learn new skills. Your seniority and experience will give you a competitive advantage. So own it, embrace it, and articulate why it's an advantage for the company to hire you. Thank you for that great presentation. The Ohio Means Jobs Geauga County Career Center is available to provide you further assistance with things such as creating or updating your resume, cover letter, thank you letter writing, your LinkedIn profile, computer assistance, etc. Please feel free to reach out to us either by phone, email, or online, or by visiting the Career Center Monday through Friday from 8 to 3:30.